So another founding core, and today we will discuss the path to happiness. And this can be different for all of us, of course, but there might be something in the things that I will discuss with you that might ring a bell or at least give you something to think about. So in the grand scheme of things, is it really that important that you are successful as an entrepreneur? I don't think so. I think it is important that you can provide for your family and that you have an ability to do something that you take pride in, and is also something that can be consistent if possible. So even if you're collecting trash and recycling that, and if that gives you that satisfaction and you think, okay, I now have something to add to the society because I play a major role in circularity, I will play a major role in the trash removal and perhaps also the energy transition if you use it for biogas or whatever. Those things are things that can really make you shine from the inside out, because it is something that you love doing and you also have a drive to do it the right way. Another thing, if you are providing for yourself but also for your family, your children, your wife, perhaps your friends, other members of the family, that will also give you great pride because you do something for the greater good. And the greater good is very often the path to happiness. If you do something that you see grow, so for example, if you are an entrepreneur, you have your own company, you see that growing and growing in time, also that will give you pride, but also will clear your mind. So what am I referring to? If finances are no longer the drive to do your job because you already have abundancy, or you have enough to get around, or you have a minimum amount that steers you clear and safe so that you don't get into financial hardships, it's also something that really will make you happy, because you do something and that something that you're doing is expanding and is now working for you instead of you working for it. So it will help you to also do other things that you really like, have more time with family and friends, your hobbies, enjoy nature, less stress. Those are things that really will add to the happiness that you will feel inside. Another thing that's very important is to do the right thing. For example, if you make money scheming and doing all kinds of things that are messing your partners over, you will be in for a long term? No, you will be in for a short term. So the longer game you will not play. You are like a fraudulent type of person. And also, if you do something that might be within the rules of the game but is destroying society or whatever, that's also not giving you that satisfaction, happiness, and doing something for the good, being good for the people, being good for society. That are all things that you can take pride in, and those are helping you, building you up, and also your surroundings will flourish because you do the right thing. Another thing, if you do something for the greater good, and the greater good could also be a path of sacrifice in some areas, but you do that for the greater good. For example, some people will say, I have no one to refer to, I have no one that I have to show respect to, I am the law, I am the be-all, end-all, but very often it's not the case. If you look around and you see the nature, how beautiful it is, and all the colors, all the fragrances, the smell, the noises, the diversity, the love, the beauty, that gives you fulfillment, because you can enjoy that. And that is there because it has been created. If you have a very nice house, no one will tell you, oh, this this is coming from a place of chaos. All the nails, they just happen to be on the right places, and also all the cement was there in the exact right dimensions and properties, and also the house is so sound, is straight because of serendipity? No. If that is not serendipity, how can it then be that the complex living spaces we are living, the earth, the stars that are also aligned, planet Earth is the only planet that they really found suitable for living as humans. Why is it that we can see all those colors? Do we need all those colors? No, many animals can only see a few colors. It's so beautiful and so nice and tender how everything is created. And then if you can do something for a greater good, for someone who does so much for us by the creation, and perhaps if you believe in God and you know that He wants us to really enjoy life in a place of happiness, a paradise instead of all these gales, and even if you might die, that He can remember you and recreate you, that brings so much joy to your heart, to your being, if at least you believe in that, and I do. And if so, if you believe in that and you do something for the good, putting something away, what you might be liking, because you think that the one that created you had another purpose with you and wanted you to obey to certain rules for the benefit of you and those surrounding you, something that can also bring enormous satisfaction to you. Because in the example that I give, even if you would die, even if the shit hits the fan, you will be in a very dire situation, but you do the good thing, and your Creator remembers you and brings you back to life. And if He does so, He brings you back to life so that you don't have to die anymore. So that just refers, you can go through all the hardship, all the horror at this time, and still be very happy because you have a hope. And that's another thing. If you do something, and it is hard, and you have to go through all those barriers, and you have all those milestones and deadlines and all the other stuff, but you have to hope that it can still blossom and be something and be your baby and fill you with satisfaction, because that part you added to the greater things that will also fulfill you with joy. And perhaps you can create something that your children will also benefit from, and you will provide them with job security, you can provide them with a little bit of income. Those are things that are a legacy that you bring. And you have flexibility. If you don't like this branch anymore, you can go another direction, because you have built it to be flexible and to be added in different ways. This is something that can bring great joy. And of course, with great joy comes great responsibility, not only with great power. So if you have great joy and you can share something with others that don't have that joy, you can say, okay, I keep everything to me, or you can just share it and have some fun together. Because sometimes life can be good to you, sometimes life can be very hard to you, but it is better to share it with friends. And when things go good as well, also when the stones are falling down, they will also be very happy if the good friends will still help you and support you. So that's something that I wanted to talk to you about, my online friend, and that you think about. Have a great day. Foundering Car out.